Buffalo Bills Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. This is Madden NFL 21. We'll see Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills taking on Phillip Rivers and the Indianapolis Colts.
We are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at Bills Stadium in Orchard Park. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. And we are underway in Buffalo. Here's the All-Pro returner from 2018, Andre Roberts. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
How about 54 touchdown passes in 2 full seasons at the University of Wyoming? Coming out of a junior college, I think he exceeded expectations, and he can move it around a little bit too. A much better athlete than people give him credit for.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Give the tackle to Anthony Walker.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Allen. He can run for it, and he will. Able to pick up a dozen yards, but they needed more. 4th down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So now the Colts will get their first opportunity with a football. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback out of NC State. It's Philip Rivers.
One way you become the all-time leading passer for your team is pure talent, and Philip Rivers has plenty of that. But it's also dedication to your craft and the willingness to get better all the time. Philip Rivers has a van set up with a driver so that when he goes to and from practice, he's able to watch tape and find ways to improve his mechanics each and every day.
Rivers and the Colts going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 21. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Here's Hines. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 15 more yards there and quickly another 1st down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only the controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Rivers now to throw on 1st down. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Rivers with a throw complete to Hilton. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. How about this for an opening drive decision? You got 4th and short, just outside of field goal range in all likelihood. What do you do?
I'm going for it. I've got to go get it right now. I want to establish a tone. It's early in the game. I want to let my offense know that I believe in them. And you know something else? I let my defense know I believe in them also by taking that gamble. If we don't get it, it's okay. You guys will cover for me.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 17 yards on the fake punt, and that's going to be a 1st down. And they were right in that gray area on the edge of long field goal range, maybe too short to punt it. So the defense probably was expecting this was a possibility.
They should have been, and in most cases, what you do on defense is you go to what they call punt safe. In other words, you leave your defense on the field, prepare for them to possibly go for it, and then you just have a little bit different responsibilities. You're not really trying to get a big return. You just want to make sure you get the ball back. But they fell asleep at the switch.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. On 3rd down, Rivers. And he's got his man, Hilton. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, they have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. Throwing Rivers. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Quentin Jefferson forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
2nd down and goal. That's the end of the 1st quarter.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Running the sweep, Hilton with it. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a 3rd and goal.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. Now it's Hines. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
Field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0.
Bills nothing.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard.
So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And his throw is incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them. And not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Allen will try again on second down. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Allen, he's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 28-yard line.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yeah,
run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They'll start on the ground with Hines. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Hines, the ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Rivers. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
T.Y. Hilton. An 8-yard pickup. And a Colts first down.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They'll throw again. Rivers. Caught left side by Hilton. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 29-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Again, it's Rivers. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up 2nd down. No, 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. To the air again here, Rivers. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Quentin Jefferson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice and ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
Bills, nothing.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick. But now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
And that is incomplete. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome, everyone, to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. It was a strong first half from the veteran, Phillip Rivers. His guys lead, though by only a field goal. Still anybody's game. As we send it back to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They begin the drive with Hines. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
First down, Rivers. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 47-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. This is Hines. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
He was tackled.
I haven't met a defensive coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job holding to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on first down. On 3rd and 1, here's Rivers. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Off the edge, Jerry Hughes gets the sack.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
58, right over there.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. That's sacked by the DN, Danico Autry. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen finding Knox there, complete. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
That's certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Rivers on 1st down. He's got Jack Doyle. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They run with Hines. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Rivers. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Play fake, Rivers. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for Jack Doyle that time, but it'll be 2nd down.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. From the gun, Rivers. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Operating from the gun, Rivers. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. I tell you what, it's kind of hard to imagine. They have not scored a single point, and yet they're in this position, a touchdown drive here, and they're in the lead.
Normally, when you have 0 on your side of the ledger on the scoreboard, you're a little bit discouraged. But when they look over and see their opponents, they don't see a number that's way out there. They don't see a number they can't attain. In fact, they can get it right here on this drive and potentially take the lead.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Allen. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13, it's a first down. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
And here's Allen, operating from the gun. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, 62 yards. And the Bills have taken the lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
An extra point attempt to follow here. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And now Indianapolis is set to take the field. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Rivers going to bring the Colts up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Middle of the field to the tight end, Doyle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Rivers throwing the out route incomplete. It's Doyle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Doyle. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Rivers now to throw on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On second down now, it's Hines. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Working out of the gun, Rivers. He's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Colts are going to jump back in front.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off. Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. From midfield, here's Allen. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 26.
Ken, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
I think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Allen to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Bills are going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. He'll look to throw. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Allen trying to hurry everybody up to the line of scrimmage. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Here's Zach Moss, Pac-12 Offensive Player of the Year a season ago. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Bit of a pressure spot here for Tyler Bass. This to potentially send us to overtime. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is indeed good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Rodgers on the return. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Jerry Hughes able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Third and long for Rivers. Open man is Trey Burton. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez on for a very important punt here in overtime. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. He'll give it to Singletary here to start the drive. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front. That's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game and they know it helps their team.
What can Allen do now with his drive? And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. In on the sack, the former Buckeye, Tyquan Lewis.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Another try after the 1st down sack. Allen out to the left. He's got his tight end Knox. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He may try and run for this. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the 1st on the scramble.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Singletary here running out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Ball carrier. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down at the Colts 31. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. And he's able to get the 1st here as he's taken down at the 25. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And now they'll throw with Allen. Steps away. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Justin Houston showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. From the gun, Allen. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. He connected on his first, this from 41. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. He connected on his first, this from 41. And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. Treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about, a long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post.
But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.